Hello and welcome to another Trending Topics with BB. Yeah, it's kind of been weird. I've been trying to keep these on a consistent basis. There's some things in the works coming up for maybe a co-host. But I am your humble host, Brooke Brown. That's the BB. And I do want to let you know that today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free Audible audiobook download. Wow, is that hard to say. And a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/trendingtopicswithbb. There are over 150,000 titles for you to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, and any other MP3 player that you have. Okay. Well, after some waiting for people to actually fill out my Google Plus poll of what I should talk about on this week's podcast, it is a combination of three things: traffic, social media landscape, and why is there this ignorant crime spree happening in the world, well, more likely at the United States. What do I start with? Let's start with traffic. What does traffic mean? Traffic is the real thing. Out where I currently live here in the western United States, we do a thing called driving. And when driving happens, when everybody else owns their own car or has a car to drive, for some reason, because we don't have the greatest mass transportation system out here in this wide, vast western United States, there are a lot of cars on the road. And since I've taken up a new full-time job, other than what you hear and what you see on my website, which is brookembrown.com, there's this thing called traffic. But during rush hour, it is traffic. Okay. Now, this is when you aren't in the carpooling lane because you aren't carpooling, and you actually follow the laws and don't abuse that privilege that is the diamond lane, as some people in California call it, or what I like to call it is the carpool lane. Anywho, here, there's this thing called bumper-to-bumper traffic, where you speed up, you slam on your brakes. You speed up, you slam on your brakes. In other words, you kill your gas mileage. And it can be very infuriating, especially when you're on the road following the laws that are the road. And then you get jackasses, yeah, you know who you are out there, that weave in and out of fucking traffic, thinking that's the way to get through it, but then you have to slam on your fucking brakes, causing the traffic. Yes, I can go on a rant about this for a while. I mean, this is how road rage begins, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. Perhaps if more of us carpooled. This is why I have been carpooling for a few weeks with a coworker, because I like the carpool lane and actually getting to places early or on time and not worrying about being so mad and emotional due to friggin' traffic. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Now, let's move on to the social media landscape. Why did I bring that up? Well, we live in a world where social media is a big fucking deal. It could either help your internet marketing. People like to stay in touch. People aren't pen pals anymore. Yeah, we used to write notes and send them to people. Yeah, that's what that's called, kids. Being a pen pal. Anywho, my personal opinion here. I have become the person that I said I wasn't going to be about 7 years ago when social media started getting huge. And that's belong to every network. In this day and age, it's kind of every social media platform out there has its little popular thing that makes it popular. Yes, that was kind of redundant. I understand. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, if you like Facebook, be on Facebook. You like Twitter? Be on Twitter. You like Tumblr and it's all its wonderful gifs and crazy, well, not crazy. Crazy is not the word I want to use. Niche fan groups that are on Tumblr? Use Tumblr. Have your own blog? Use your own blog. love Google Plus, make Google Plus your thing. All I'm saying is that there's no really true secret sauce in social media. And just keep the social in the social media. That is all about what I'm about to say about that. Now, here's where I come to a topic that people may or may not want to talk about. And that is what they call ignorant crimes free. Yes. Dun, dun, dun. A few weeks ago, there was this headline that was brought to attention by my father, who loves to watch the news, that there was a shooting of another African American who didn't deserve to die because he was running away and then he gets shot 8 times in the back. Ignorant. And by I mean ignorant is that, or ignorant, is that, what is with all this overbearing hatred still against other people that are different from you, and then using a gun, because that's lame. And ignorancy, I just can't describe how much ignorant crimes make me hate society. I know that's kind of a harsh thing to say, but come on, people. These shootings need to stop between Ferguson, and the list goes on. I don't care if you're black, white, green, blue, or orange. We're people, for heaven's sakes. And cops need to not abuse their authority as a friggin' police officer. I respect police officers, firefighters, the military. But when you're going to abuse your power because you have some ignorant thought process, then something is seriously wrong. What are your thoughts out there, people that actually listen to this podcast? Yes, I'm very sarcastic today, but that's just me. But no, in all realness, sarcasm aside, these ignorant crime sprees need to stop. Along with people needing to understand if they carpool, there won't be traffic. And if they like social media, so be it. And that's how the cookie crumbles on Trending Topics with BB for this week. Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, there's some things in the pipeline. There might be a co-host happening, and so tune in for maybe changes to new episodes. And again, I thank you for tuning in to this episode of Trending Topics with BB. Hit me up on brookmbrown.com and take advantage of that free audiobook download. See you again, and talk to you again on the next Trending Topics with BB. Good night.